I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option, due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill.
I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. Babe's been waiting. Just as I recall that ass is still amazing. Playing, baby. Saying, baby. Love it, shit. You know I'm crazy. So go ahead and put a drink up. I'm so glad we got to link up. Yeah. It's just taking that off of me. Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't make me wait, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill.
I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone. Yeah.
Baby, I'm late, but I can't with you. I know that I need you moles. What is going on up in this mall? Child, can y'all hear me? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Period. What's going on? Oh yeah, Cookie. Cookie ain't with the shits, y'all. Cookie over there on the cement part of the floor in the basement. You got something to say to him? Go on and say hi. Say hi to him. You sad? I ain't let you go outside today? You don't want to talk about it? Why you don't want to be in your bed and sit here next to me and talk to the tater tots and the cookie cutters? She said she don't have time for my bullshit. Damn, I almost dropped Cookie ass. I hope she was like a damn cat. We can't trust her, okay? Cookie said back upstairs, dough watching, period. Hey, Scorpion Miss. Hey, Upper Tay. Hey, Sweet Essence. Hey, D Brown. Hey, y'all. Hey, Nessa Growl. Hey, Taurus Growl. Hey, Lies and more lies. Hey, Nene. Love. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Miss Gloria. Hey, Miss Mays. Hey, Meemaw. 3 or 4. Child, 4. Hey, Miss Chocolate Vegan. How you doing? Hey, S White. Hey, Miss Bridget J. Hey, Ann Green. Hey, Miss Rose. Who else up there? Hey, Queen of Cups. Hey, Sweet Bird. All right, I think that's all the people right there from the top. Hey, Mocha Pam. Who else down here? Hey, Brian. Not Cookie Psycho on. Hey, Miss Catherine. Y'all, what if Cookie is a damn boy? Because I don't ever see her bleeding or nothing around here. It's hot down here. Let me put my thing on. Okay. Hey, it's Stu. In the bushes, child. Hey, Renee. Hey, Vanessa Grab. Okay. There go the fan, y'all. All right, so y'all, I know y'all done heard this news by now that Mel was about to have Jason capping somebody at. Okay. Hey, Terry T, baby. It almost got physical. Okay, so we gonna talk about it. Let me pull up the video. Shout out to Miss Too Blessed for You. Y'all know Miss Mary. This video is on her channel. I'm gonna play a little snippet of it. What was I about to do? What was I about to do? Why did I come here? Oh, fair use. Child, mine gone. Just gone. Fair use, child. Okay, let me share my screen. Oh, I gotta pull the video up first. Okay, there we go. Let me share my screen because it don't cost a thing. Fair use for commentary purposes only. Okay. Here we go. It's the video. Oops. Let me go here.
Okay, we'll stop and get a snack. Okay, we'll stop and get a snack. So we stop by a store that I frequent regularly. Okay, I'm not going to say the name of the store, but a store that I frequent regularly for gas, for snacks. Plus, they have these wings in there that I kind of like. Like, I knew my mama was making spaghetti and salad for dinner. Okay, but I really like these wings there, and I kind of wanted these wings too. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna stop by the store and
y'all, the food at those little side stores and sometimes at the gas stations be good as fuck. Okay, period.
Grab these items. Okay, so anywho, we pull up been having a great day. This is nude. I have on a mix of my cedar and toasted
Mel
lip
gonna get
liner
that
and
damn
nude.
Seventh
I have
Avenue.
my nude
Child, she don't get that.
lipstick, and I have my blueberry lip oil on. So we go in because I just did it because we're gonna go. So that's why I know exactly what I just used. Okay. So we pull up, park, get out. Now again, because I frequent this store regularly, I know that sometimes there are people, out in the front who are homeless or whatever the case may be. Never had an issue. You know what I'm saying? You just go in, you walk by, wait, keep moving, no big deal. You keep moving. So today, though, there were two gentlemen standing. It's like when you walk in, the doors to slide open, right? So they're standing, but they're standing kind of close to the point where if I had just walked straight in between them, I likely would have bumped one of them. And plus, I've got 3 girls with me. Tank didn't want to go because we was going to get nails and toes. He was like, no, I don't want to go. I'm going to stay here with grandma. Cool, not a problem. So it's just me and the 3 girls. So we walk in, and we're trying to walk in. So I'm up first, the girls behind me. So whenever I walk up and I see that, they didn't just move or nothing. So I say, excuse me, like you would normally do, not move out the way. Can you move over? Why are you standing right here? I just said, excuse me. And neither one of them moved, but one dude kind of looked at me like, and so then I turned and walked on in. My pumpkins walked on in. But when I walked on in, I just felt. It was the look he gave me after I said, excuse me, and he chose not to move. I was like, I don't know what, something ain't finna. So I get on my phone and I call.
Hey, Black women not in the mobile building. So far it's looking like Mel and the girls was out, enjoying their day, getting pampered, and they went to this store and to get some little snacks or whatnot, and they had an encounter with some ruggish thuggish bone outside the store. And she said, excuse me, but the mofo didn't move. And that's one thing that I want to bring to y'all attention, because do any of y'all ever encounter that? Hey, Miss Stephanie and Miss Deidre, do y'all ever encounter that? Like, let's say if like guys are in the street and they talking to each other or something, in their cars or something, and you coming down the street, and instead of moving their motherfucking asses over, they see like you a woman, so they continue on with their conversation as if they on the motherfucking phone and not holding up people in traffic. But if it was a man, like, you'll never see that happen when you in a car with a dude, but it always happen when you a girl by yourself or 2 girls in a car. They don't move out the street or move out the way. But if it's a dude, they get the fuck on. Hey, Mickey.
All up security. I said, hey, where you at? And, he tells me, I'm like, okay, so I'm down here at this gas station right here. And I told him the name, and I was like, I just, walked in, and I was like, this guy, was like trying to be rude and like didn't want to move and, looking at me or whatever. So I'm telling him what's going on. He like, where you at? And I'm like, I'm at such and such. And then he was like, all right. So I could hear he started moving, right? So then I'm still, though, my kids still picking out they little snacks that they want. I'm picking up my drink, and I done went and got my little wings. I'm going to get my little drink because, I like to get my little Fanta orange with my wings. I'm walking over here getting my little wings, got my little drink. So while I'm at the drink thing, the guy, one of the 2 that didn't want to move and the one that looked at me, walks in, y'all. He walks in. Yes, ma'am. He walked in and walked kind of close by there where I'm at with the drinks. And he was like, was you just trying to be disrespectful to me? I said, excuse me? I said, kids, y'all grab y'all stuff and come on. And I'm still on the phone with Jason. So still on the phone telling Jason, whatever. And then he kind of like walks away, and I'm telling the kids, y'all grab y'all stuff. So how the station is set up, you like sit your stuff on the little thing, it rings it up. Like, how it goes, And so, anywho, we proceed to get our stuff. So then again, I'm sitting our stuff on the thing.
You hear what you say, Mama? You remember when he was like, I don't care if you talk with your little boyfriend, but he real there when you got that Glock?
Girl, get the stuff.
Mama, you need to say everybody said you go to the roller skate, and you lied. Sure did.
Girl, we about to go roller skate.
Well, you allowed.
I'm almost done with my story time.
What sugar mama said she was out there with her little boyfriend, but he got the little Glock. Sugar mama is a mess. Hey, Brittany Janae, how you doing, child? Hey, Miss Cheryl. Ain't one that Cheryl? I think it was. I think I see Miss Her. Sugar mama is a fool and a complete fool. Okay, she is Sagittarius. She gonna say whatever the fuck she want to say. Period. Okay.
Mama girl, if you don't get up out this live, go. Hey, listen. Go on outside right now. 5, 4, 3, 2.
What?
Sugar mama like -10, -9, -8, negative.
You're not going skating. Go on out there. Go out there with Mr. JM so we can go skating. Yes, he is.
What?
Ooh, here she comes. Ooh, y'all. Look at these kids.
No, I'm not going.
Hold on. Let me find him. Let me find him, baby. Is he upstairs? Yeah, come on.
So, y'all, she is stressing me out. Girl, get out here.
Did y'all hear her say Mel was stressing her out? She said Mel was stressing her out. Let me get this up here because I want to, 1 second. I'm about to speed it up a little bit till she come back in. Okay.
Ooh.
Take
Take her. Get your little skates and load them up. Get the stepping. Ooh, y'all. Ooh, but y'all, I can't. So listen. I don't even know if I can get back to my darn story time real fast. Okay. Ooh. I be telling y'all to come get her. Did she say you stressing her out? Yes. That's what she said. Sugar got escorted, and I will escort out in a minute. She's escorted out. Okay. She is escorted out. Okay. That's the baby. The last one right there. That one right there. Woo. Oh goodness. So anyway, somebody said you were at the counter. Thank you. So I was at the counter. So I'm pretty sure at this point, the young man knows that I don't.
Now, do y'all think that Mel could show the kids on social media now? Because, she usually would have been like, get out of here. I'm on live. And Sugar Mama and them don't come in the camera when she's on live because they already know that they can't be on social media. Do y'all think that has changed? Do we have any updates to the case? Because ain't that case was rescheduled to August or something like that? What y'all think? Put a 1 in the chat. Hey, Tiffany, and Hope Faith. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Mel can have the kids on social media now. And when was their last court update? We need to check that out because Sugar Mama, hey PB Easy, Sugar Mama was in that camera and she said, Mel was live and stuff like that and talking crap. So you know how they be before, like they know that they can't be on camera, so they don't come on camera. What y'all think? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that she can be on social media now. Nope, unless the order has changed. Y'all don't think it is? Okay. It was strange. She was real comfortable on that live, and Mel wasn't saying like, I'm on live, get out of here. You're not supposed to be, because she, sometimes Sugar Mama try to come in and she'd be like, no, I'm on live. Don't come over here. But I digress. Let's move on
the phone clearly, and that I called up somebody, and I guess he assumed, that I'm probably calling up my man. No, sweetie, I'm calling up security. my security. And you know what? And today was, anyway, we'll get to that. Today was a nice reminder, okay? This is why I have security. Because y'all, people are off the chain, okay? People are off the chain.
Oh, so that's why Sugar Mama said that, because them guys said that. Okay.
They off the chain. So I'm on the phone. We trying to check out. Do y'all know this young man walks back again? He walks back in again while we're literally checking out. Okay.
It would have been time to get his ass.
And so now we're literally checking out. And he walks back in again, asking the same thing, which is, yo, like, was you trying to disrespect me? I said,
get your bum ass out my motherfucking face. What? By saying, excuse me, motherfucker, how the fuck is that disrespecting you? But I know she couldn't say that because the guy was too close to her and in her face, and Jason wasn't there. It's a damn shame they couldn't call they sorry ass pappy. Let me take the thing down.
You say, Mariah?
Saying excuse me is not being disrespectful.
You said what?
Saying excuse me is not being disrespectful. He started like he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I know. We know, Mariah.
See that?
Excuse me is not being disrespectful. Correct. So then I'm like,
did y'all hear that? Let me go back a little bit.
And he walks back in again, asking the same thing, which is, yo, like, was you trying to disrespect me? I said, by saying,
is not being disrespectful.
What you say, Mariah?
Saying excuse me is not being disrespectful.
You said what?
Saying excuse me is not being disrespectful. He started like he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I know. We know, Mariah. Saying excuse me is not being disrespectful. Correct. So then I'm like, okay. He walks in again, and then he's like, yo, you trying to disrespect me? And I said, mind you, I'm over here. He's over here by the door, like over here by the door. And I'm like, disrespect you? How? By saying, excuse me? I said, what are you talking about? Because at this time, I'm just like, where are you? So I'm like, kids, let's go. Come on, let's go. And then by this time, I'm like, no, you know what? Let's finish. Mariah, and I'm calling her Mariah, like, where you at? Because we finna just check out and get the heck up out of here. But we finna get this stuff, and we finna go. So then I asked he tells the cashier from way over there, he yelling over here to the cashier, telling me, move out the way, move out the way. So I'm thinking, oh, so you finna really, you really want to go to war over something that didn't even happen. Okay. So at this point, I'm almost done ringing, setting everything up there, but my wings won't ring up. So his little partner comes over and he was like, he picks up my wings. And I was like, what are you doing with my wings? And he was like, oh no, you got to scan it right here. And I was like, okay. I said, well, I appreciate it. I said, thank you so much. That's what's up. Appreciate it. And so then the other guy now says, hey, we straight? We good? Like, we straight? I said, I don't know if we straight or not because you started over me saying, excuse me. So is we straight? I don't know if we straight. So we check out. Y'all, at this time, we still yelling for Mariah. Y'all, let me tell y'all what Mariah was. Mariah was over hiding somewhere behind the chips and called 911. Mm-hmm. I didn't know she had called the police. I didn't know she was hiding behind the chips. All I knew was every time I called for Mariah, she didn't answer. Like, she didn't even answer. She didn't say, here I am, over here, mama. She didn't say nothing. Now, what I learned later was that she was on the phone with 911, that she had texted Jason and said, can you come to the store? Now, I did. This is why I'm kind of glad this happened today because it allowed for some revelation. Number one, girl, if you're going to text security, you need to tell them what store we at. Yeah, girl, but still. Yes, girl. But you said, can you come to the store?
Mel, she 12 years old, or 13 years old. She don't know what store y'all at, but Jason can pull that location. Jason was about to find y'all asses. I bet she know how to drop that location. Jason was on his motherfucking way, yay. Okay, period. And y'all see the little makeup tutorial? Jason was on his motherfucking way. I wonder how far he was. Because Mariah, like, again, it's so messed up that they couldn't call they funky ass pappy. He probably wouldn't have came anyway. Coleslaw delivering another baby. I ain't got no gas. Y'all at the gas station. I'll see if I can get pushed up there. Just a bum. This is sad.
You have to say what store. You got to be specific, okay? So Mariah was over there hiding. I didn't know she called 911, but then when we get in the truck, I see her phone on speaker. She's got it, and it say 911, and she's telling the lady, like, yeah, my mom, this, Mariah does not play. She don't. So I said, so watch this. I said, hello. I said, hey, ma'am. I was like, we're already done. We've checked out. I said, we're out of here. I was like, I don't know. It was two gentlemen, that was trying to start a little issue, but I've already checked out. I said, you guys, I said, there's no, she was like, are there any weapons involved? I said, I don't know if there's no weapons involved. I said, but we're in the car now. And I said, and you don't have to send any officers. I said, because a retired officer is on his way. Man, 3 police pulled up. 3 of them, they pulled up. And I was like, well, there we go. So
she probably was like, my mom's name is Melody Cherie, and we're the M&M kids. They probably was like on the way. You know how they be like, stay on the phone until the cop arrive. You know how they do that with kids, especially too. She probably was still. Oh, she was still on the phone. Mel said she was talking to their ass. They was already en route.
Mariah lets her window down, to tell the officer, yeah, hey, I'm the one who called. The guy is right there, right there. He's standing there. I called. He just said this to my mom and acted like he wanted to do something to my mom. And I'm like, oh my God. So then Sugar Mama, boss baby, there's Mr. JM. And I'm like, where is Jason? Oh, man. So pull over. Jason get.
And y'all know Jason is a ex-police officer. And I think the reason why he wear those glasses because something is wrong with one of his eyes because he was at a scene with like a hostage situation or whatever with a guy that I don't know if he just pow-powed his wife, but I think he unalived her too. And he pow-powed Jason in the eye.
Now I'm like, hey,
right, Ms. Rose. He was SWAT. And in duty, he got pow-powed in one of his eyes.
Oh, Mariah had called 911 police, that's why they're here. I didn't even know she called. She was hiding, child, and called the police. All right. So I'm filling Jason in on what happened. And I was like, but you know what? I said, the fact that this happened today, I said, I'm okay with it because it was a reminder. I said, because his first thing was, where your stuff at? I said, facts. Why didn't I have it with me today? You're absolutely right. Like, what if I needed to use my stuff today? Where is it at? Why is it not with me? Bet. So not only that, but that fact that, I pulled out today without taking it in with me everywhere I went. My bad on that. Number 2, I think that because Mariah was like, Mom, but I was so nervous. I was shaking. I could barely even tell the lady what was happening. So I was like, you know what? It also showed my children the difference because I asked them, I said, okay, let me ask y'all something. I said, if Jason had been here with us, would y'all have still been scared? No. I'm like, yeah. I said, and that is why we have security. I said, because
and he is their protector. Hey, Monica and Purple Unicorn. Like, he's their protector. Not just on duty, but off duty. Because she called the police and him. And he might have called the police too, because he probably they probably can get there faster than me, but I'm on the motherfucking way because them kids need me. So not just Mel calling him, but Mariah calling him. He like, oh, not on my fucking watch. I wanted that they stay behind after Mel and them had left and went to safety and fucked them motherfuckers up. I wanted that happen. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
There's no time when I want us to be anywhere where y'all don't feel like if something go down that we're okay. They could have tried to abduct the girl's fat. It's funny you say that because let me tell you what they said. Boss Baby and Sugar Mama brought up, we didn't know like if they was trying to distract you, like one of them could have distracted you so the other one maybe could have grabbed us and that. They went there. They went there and said it out loud. They was like, one of them could have been distracting you, so the other one could have grabbed us, Mom. So that's why, we were standing right next to you. Boss and Melanie was next to me, baby. Mariah was off hiding somewhere. We didn't know where. Every time I called for Mariah, we couldn't see her. Boss and Sugar was right by me. And so it was.
They probably was about to try to rob her. They probably wasn't going to try to kidnap the kids, but they was going to try to rob them.
The whole thing for all of us today, y'all. I'm going to keep it a buck. It was a whole thing for nothing. I still don't even understand why. But maybe it was because, like, just to remember that people are off the chain and people are crazy, you know? And so by that time, you know, it was 3 officers out there. And then, you know, girl, yes, y'all still got y'all snacks. So then, because everybody had gotten their snacks but Mariah, because Mariah was hiding. So
Mariah was giving intel to the damn PO. She ain't got time for no damn snacks. Get them snacks later. Shit, when security and shit get here, then I'll go back in there and get them damn snacks. But in this damn case scenario, fuck them snacks.
She didn't get her snacks. So, but we did go back in the store and they got their stuff because Jason was like, "Oh, y'all didn't get y'all stuff? Let's go." So we went in there and they got their stuff. But Mariah did, and I think the other girls got some extra stuff just because.
No, Tank wasn't there, uppity. She said he didn't go because they was going to get their nails and stuff like that done. So he just stayed at the house with my mama Van. Okay.
And so then, anyway, the police over there talking to the guy, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, they're not about to do nothing. Like, they're gonna write a report, and that's just what it is, you know, whatever. Okay. And so anyway, Jason walked over there, and I knew, I'm like, I know these officers. Turned out he had trained one of the officers that was there. So when he saw me, okay, how you doing? I saw the officer smiling and
F-A-F-O, motherfuckers. You fuck with the wrong motherfuckers. And they lucky the damn police got there before the damn millimeters got there. Simply, where your ass been? Yes, with my mama Van. Simply, where your twin at? I was asking about you yesterday. I kind of missed you a little bit. Child, I ain't had nobody to argue with. Child.
Shaking Jason's hand. I told the girls, I said, that's probably people who know him from when he was the police anyway. And so then he was like, yeah, I hate y'all here. Y'all, I wish y'all wasn't even here. Y'all could have just been coming just to do a cleanup. That's it, just a cleanup. And so then the guy was like, Jason said, the guy was like, well, what that's supposed to mean? Like, who is he? What that mean? Who is he? So anyway, after that, the guy walked to wherever he walked from, I guess. And we went in there and they got their snacks. But when I tell y'all, it was they did respond well. They did. It was a whole thing. We had conversation afterwards. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to take them out and we're going to go have some fun because after that experience, we all could use a little bit of a lighter evening. Girl, go to the car. Get off my lap. We all need a lighter evening because that was off the chain. It was off the chain. But yeah, I was like, oh, did you take self-defense class? Let me tell you something. What was so funny was that Boss Baby and Sugar Mama was showing all the stuff that Jason done taught them that they would have did to them if they tried to grab them. And that was so funny to me. But I said, we're going to do some more training. No, they weren't.
That is so cute. That is so cute. They was like, we was getting ready to pop a cap in that. Boss Baby probably was like, shit, you ain't got your shit on me and I left my shit in my purse. The hell? Because I believe Boss Baby carry as well. And y'all know a Boss Baby carrying, y'all know Sugar Mama do too. Okay? Because she do everything Boss Baby do. Sugar Mama have a little thing on her hip too. Because I believe Boss Baby do. And she probably have it in her little purse. Okay.
Arrested. And I knew nothing was going to happen to several. Unless there was a warrant for them, then, you know, that would have been, not even them, because guess what? When the police came, the friend was gone. Nowhere to be found. He went in the store when we went back in the store. He didn't walk out. I didn't see him walk out, baby. He must have left out the back or was hiding in the bathroom. I don't know where the other friend went to. You know, the one that runs on my wings? The one that runs on my wings? I don't know where he went to, honey. But I
think he went to, like, he went through the back door, and then when we came in, he went out.
You think that's what happened? Who knows? We didn't see him though. But
I know. I told him. He's great friend is.
Let's give a shout out to the Eminem girls. Do y'all see how observant they are? Do y'all see how observant they are? And they live a privileged life. But they on they shit. Jason be around that motherfucker teaching them kids stuff. Teaching them how to protect themselves. Teaching them a lot of life lessons and life things that they need to learn when they out in the street. Even like Mel said, how he got on her ass. Why you ain't had that hitter on you? You going in this gas station with 3 little pretty little girls. You in here fine too. Jumping out of G-Wagon, custom made. Like I said, I don't think they was about to try to kidnap them. I think they was about to try to rob them.
Okay.
And the big phone friend, because I guess they have each other's phone number.
Okay.
So friends.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see them fuck.
Yes, Mariah used to love Inside Edition. Yes, that's Mariah. She used to love her some Inside Edition, child. Y'all be remembering stuff? Oh my God, she was my Inside Edition baby, honey, okay? But yeah, I'm going to ask her if she remembers how she was so addicted to Inside Edition.
Wait, I know what? Too? Like, when I was like, oh, not the...
Go over there. I'm on live. Going over there. Go to
I'm on live.
outside.
I'm not on...
Go play. Go play. So, I am thankful that we are all saved, that everybody is saved, because but it was just a reminder. I promise that, man, there's people out here who got some issues, and and when we went back in, the store clerk was very apologetic, and he was like, I know it's not much, but I signed with the police for 3 months, no trespassing for him, where he can't be here for 3 months, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, okay. He was like, yeah, I don't know. I think something may have been mentally wrong with him or whatever. And I was like, okay.
Clearly.
And then he was like, and sometimes things are just, triggers or whatever. And then I said, yeah, well, people can have
mental illness. See there? Just hanging outside the store. Who the fuck coming to approach some damn body talking about someone you trying to get smart with me? If you don't get your raggedy ass out my motherfucking face, excuse me? What the fuck does that? When the fuck does excuse me equal somebody trying to get smart with you? And if you saw them approaching, they shouldn't even have to say, excuse me. You should have got the fuck out the way any damn way, because it's ladies coming. You should have been opening the fucking door for them. Sorry ass bums. That's why the police should have locked them up just for that shit. And the store owner, like they said, don't bring your ass back here. It should be permanently banned from this motherfucker, because now they out here fucking with your patrons. They out there ain't buying a motherfucking thing. And she coming in there probably about to spend about a good $20-30 fucking dollars on snacks and wings and shit.
Triggers and be triggered. No, I said, well, people can be triggered, but we have triggers. So what's up? Like, it's just stop. Like, people should just stop, leave people alone, quit bothering people, don't mess with people. They ain't messing with you, don't mess with them. And that's what everybody should do. Mind your business. Because I was like, what other thing could I have done? Bumped into him and just walked in, or said nicely, excuse me, like I did. Because like I said, I see homeless people in front of this store all the time. I never have issues. It don't bother me. I walk in, get my stuff, and I leave. I like the wings there. So I get my stuff and I leave. No big deal. But one thing he said, and I said, that's what he assumed and expected, because I pulled up in my G-Wagon. I'm cute. Yep, I am. I'm pretty. My girls look cute and pretty. Because he said to me, I know you trying to act all bougie and stuff. And I said, boo. I said, boo.
See there? Hating ass bitches. They talk a lot of shit. Look, I just said that. And I hadn't watched this part right here. I only seen the beginning part where Sugar Mama had popped out. And when she left, I didn't watch anymore. I see there? Talking about some bougie shit. That's your insecurity, you broke ass motherfucker. That ain't got shit to do with her. Shit to do with her.
Bougie. Mind you, he done walk back in the store to say this to me. I said bougie for saying excuse me. Like, it just made no sense. It made no sense. I was like, bougie. So I was like, so he saw me pull up and assumed, okay, that I was bougie. And so you gonna have to turn sideways to get through it. Man, whatever. So just, bougie girl, just because I said, excuse me, girl, like, anyway, but it was an experience. It is an experience, and I said to my girls, I said, this is why we have security, because people are weird. People are off the chain. You never know what to expect. And so you always have to go as if you're ready for whatever and be prepared. And so this is why. But yeah, y'all.
Miss Bridget J, what is wrong with you? Thank you for the $5 super chat. Question. Did Bailey Rose get her permit to carry yet? And do. Okay, because her IDs just came in the mail. I tell y'all that my daughter Job had made Bailey a little like a little AI badge with a baby on there, a little AI baby badge. And put that she was my daughter boss on there. I said, dang shit, it is so cute though. Cause Glenn Mama ain't playing around. We ain't playing around, period, okay? She got hers and I got mine. Just in case we got to cap a motherfucker. If I got to drop the little carrier and use my tool, she gonna be my backup, okay? In case y'all crazy mofos want to come around here and fuck around and find out. Like these no good, sorry ass bums was at this damn door. Just jealous. You jealous of a fucking woman and 3 fucking children? Talking about somebody being bougie. Why? Because she riding good, looking good. If you had a job and wasn't standing outside that fucking gas station, wait a minute. Because I live an okay life too, and I'm at my gas station position, okay? I ain't saying it's current because, again, I want this transcript ending up in court because crazy motherfuckers always like to twist people's words and don't be meaning shit to people that's sane, okay? But yeah. Go in that gas station and ask them, are they hiring, sir? Because you too could live like that too. You might not be able to get no G-Wagon because I damn sure couldn't, okay? I ain't even try, okay? I tried to get this African guy I was talking to to get one for me. He wasn't having that shit, okay? Period. But yes, I want me a damn G-Wagon. G-Wagon goes, okay? Vehicle goes, okay? But yeah, just hating. Had he asked nicely, she probably would have brought him something too. Period. Why he over there trying to confiscate that damn girl wings and shit? Crazy ass. Let me see if she got anything else to say real quick.
Mariah was making hiding by them chills, baby. She done called 911. She done text Tank. She done text Jason. Baby, she was over there getting people to the store. I just said, girl, next time you got to say the name of the store. Make sure you say the name of the store in your messages, okay? Especially me. That's how I felt too, to be really real with you. I felt like you see me coming up as a woman with 3 daughters. Like, what do you think? I mean, and so for whatever reason, and yes, they were black men, and I'm just like, but we supposed to defend the black man? But the black man is always disrespecting us. Not all.
That ain't no black man. They wasn't black men. You called a black man to come up there to handle the boys. That's the problem. They wasn't men. They was boys. Who you called to come up there, that was a man.
Black men, never, because I don't know all black men, but a lot of times the black men have no regard for the black woman, and they always disrespecting the black woman for no reason. Jason, you ready?
Yeah, go check on shoot.
What she doing? Where's she upstairs? Oh Lord. Okay.
Not right. Jason down there trying to rat out Sugar Mama.
So, make sure you don't leave home without your peace record. Listen, I'm telling you, that was a reminder today. Like, I was like, because Jason, the first thing he said, actually, when he got there, one of the first things he said was, where's your? And I was like, oh, yeah.
What else did I say?
Ooh, what else did you say? It was so much you had to say.
What
else did I say? I mean, what else did you say?
Never mind.
I already said what you told the police. They could have came later and just did a cleanup and said.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I know.
All good.
What else did you say?
Anyway, no, we don't lie.
Okay, because we don't lie. Okay. So he was probably mentally off, and he may have been, but that's still, Jason said, so I know that's what I was going to say. I was going to say, but still, mentally off, I'm sorry, but these excuses people try to give for acting out is a no for me. It's just a no. But let me tell y'all, that joker pulled up so quick. Hey, look, Sugar and Boss Baby said, there's Mr. JM. I didn't even see you pull in. I was like, because I know why I miss you, because I was looking out the window. Mariah had let her window down, talking to the officer walking up. Mariah was telling me, too. She was like, hey, that's the guy right there. My mom was in the store.
Mariah was like, he went that way. Like, hit that motherfucker before I got to. Before Mr. JM get in this motherfucker, okay? You better get his ass. I bet probably when Jason done pulled up, they was get talking cash shit. Get your motherfucker. Who your punk ass?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, mental does not justify at all. At all. It does not. I'm sorry. And so, yeah. Yeah, so now we're going to go have some fun. Somebody say, that's right, Jason. So?
Right. Jason was about to get in that ass like motherfucker. He was about to be damn mentally.
They said, oh my God, somebody said you Jason Bourne, the real security.
Ah!
Huh? That was your dream job.
I did not.
Woo, child. Ooh, the friend disappeared, didn't he? We didn't even see the friend no more. Disappeared. Then next thing I know, y'all, we was at the truck telling it, and then next thing I know, I don't know the guy's name, so I can't tell the name because I don't even know it. But Jason was like,
now why the fuck would they ask her what the guy name is? Like she took the time to ask them what their name was for a proper introduction.
Jason was like, I'll be back. And he walked on up there where the police was. I was like, oh gosh. He walked on up there where the police was at. But I could tell that one guy knew you because I saw him smile when he shook your hand. You told them they could leave. I know you told them that they could leave. They could have not came, just did a cleanup.
Like, I got this. I got this. Child, what do y'all think about that? Yes, mischaracterization of mental illness. Plenty mentally ill folks are kind and fluffy, not out here trying to jack people. Exactly. And they ain't trying to mess with people either. Okay? But some people use their mental illness as a weapon. So they can be able to get out of trouble and manipulate people and stuff like that too. Okay. But there is some real mental illness people out here. Sometimes, again, they may be diagnosed, they may not be diagnosed, but some of them also use it as a manipulation tactic so they can be able to do what the fuck they want to do in order to evade consequences for their actions. Okay. Period. Thank you again, Miss Bridget J, for the $5 super chat. Martell will have thrown those brown antique loafers at him crusty feet. His Oshkosh jumper, his Superboy cape, and made a beeline to that store. He would have just came up there so if Seal Mel would have bought him some snacks and shit. Like, which one? Y'all at the one with them wings? The one with them wings? Them hot wings? I'm on my way. He would have ran up there because he ain't got no fucking gas. So he would have ran up there and them loafers, them motherfuckers would have been bottomless by the time he got the sauce would have been hanging off them bitches by the time he got up there. Oh yeah, man, I'll take a couple wings. Police and shit declared, made a report, everything. They get ready to pull off. Mel, I need a ride, but can you Did you get any of them wings? Do they got any more wings up in there? Well, can you give me some wing flavored potato chips or something? A beverage, some Skittles. Oh shit! I cannot, Miss Bridget. You ain't no damn good talking about that Oshkosh jumper. Yeah, with them nuts hanging there like two damn walnuts. They be having a little camel toe for men. Child, I cannot. What do you call a camel toe for men? We gotta come up with a name because he be having a little camel toe sometime. Okay, we just gonna call it a big cooch. Let me get somebody some, Miss Bridget Jack.
All I really wanna see is us. I don't really need a D, I need a all a bad bitch need is us.
Yeah, and he started wearing them socks in there because remember we had used to talk about how bad that lack thereof that print was. Moose knuckles, that's what it's we gonna call them unicorn knuckles. Uppity. Motherfuckers magical. I cannot. So what do y'all think about that encounter? Y'all see how crazy folks is? Judging people that you don't even fucking know them. Just because she can ride good and afford a nice car and she's looking nice, her kids are looking nice and order some shit you probably ain't never fucking seen before. But if you get out that damn gas station front and go and offer to pump some gas, maybe your ass could live like me. in the chat now and Simply be knowing the stuff. Simply, when is that court hearing? Because ain't it August? Ain't it August now? Them kids was too free up in that fucking camera. But she did tell Sugar Mama to go on because she was on live. But she wasn't tripping about her getting up in the camera. Simply, if you were still in the chat, can you tell us? Okay, it got postponed until after the criminal case. But what ain't the criminal case coming up in August? Let me go on out of court real quick. My lady, hey, my lady. I heard August 18th. Let me see, because I don't have the updates on the docket that I have. Let me see. Oh, let me see if there's any updates on Mel and Benny. Nope. Let me see if there's any updates on Shaboing Boing. Let me see. 710 order. Set for status review. I thought I ordered that. Okay, let me see. Let me stop sharing this. So let me order these two right here. Order. Verification code. I did verify I'm human. I can't show y'all when I'm paying for the documents no more because I noticed that my credit card number flashed on the screen. Y'all would have took them little $5 I got. Thank you, Miss Deidre, for the $10 super sticker. Thank you, Love Me, for the $9.99 super chat. Ty, you are too funny. Thank you, child. I am a nut, just ignorant. Let me get y'all the money song while I pull them documents up. 1 second.
Check. All I really wanna see is the. I don't really need a D, I need the. All a bad bitch need is the.
Oh, don't tell me that thing is messed up. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Oh, I see what they did. 1 second. This got to update to 30. Fuck, what's my... Let's see if that's right. Okay, it's right. Okay. I thought it automatically updated my stuff. I had got a new card, and because the old one had like raggedy ends on it, the plastic stuff was pulling up. Okay, let's see here. 1 moment, please. Oops. Okay, let me see what their order was. This your Boing and Marquez in the Circuit Court of Madison County. The order is, this matter is hereby set for bench trial on August 25th at 9 a.m. before undersigned judge. A status hearing will be held on August 21st at 9 a.m. It is ordered that all responses, including but not limited to affidavits, briefs, motions, or pleadings, shall be filed 14 days prior to the trial date in order to be considered. I'm about to say, what the hell you mean? It's already August, but this order was made July 10th. Let me see what the next one is. Oh, these are just the notices to let them know that it's set for trial. And Marquez is back in Huntsville. Okay, so these are just notices to let them know that their case is set for a bench trial. Okay, now let me see here. What was I looking up? Martell and Mel court hearing. Let me see. That ain't it. LeBerick and Destiny ain't had nothing new. I wonder, is it under another case? Why they take the documents off of Martell his this case? Let me look Martell up again. Martell with 2 L's. I think that's in LBS at the end of August. Tay, can you clear up for the people in the back that initially she did file with no minor children? Yeah, she did. I showed y'all them documents before that she did file, and it said no minor children. Let me see. Let me go to my Canva. What was this? But y'all see that stuff is gone for Martell. This was in August. That's Martell stuff. Okay, here we go, right here. Look at me having it labeled Trish No Children. Y'all see it? Ooh. Not that big. Okay. Here. Is that big enough for y'all to see? Latricia and Marquez. And I declare that the following information is true, that defendant is 19 of age. I have resided in Alabama for 6 months. The defendant and I were legally married. The defendant and I no longer live together. We separated on August 2020. The defendant and I have no children from this marriage under the age of 19, and the wife is not pregnant. Three, above the, I asked the court above this divorce complaint which would end the marriage forever, give me back my former name. I swear the information is true. So she signed it here. And this is the one here. Like I said, I don't know. See, and it says divorce complaint. This is the one, because I'm assuming they have more than one different type of divorce complaint that you can do. But she did the one with the divorce complaint that no minor children, no assets or debts for the court to divide. That's what she put on here. She might have amended it after that, but on her initial paperwork, when she signed September 19th, 2024, which was like a week or so after Ken got his criminal charges signed off on and probation and stuff squared away, is when she filed for the divorce. She signed it. She did it on the form that for the divorce complaint with no minor children, no assets or debts. And then in the declare right here that these are things that is pertinent to you or your divorce that's listed in here. And it has a defendant and I and no live together for longer live together. Where's the one about the children? Well, they're getting married. The defendant and I have no children from this marriage under the age of 19, and the wife is not pregnant. The defendant and I have already divided our personal property, automobiles, furniture, clothing, bank accounts, etc., and do not need a court order to divide our property. The defendant and I do not own any real estate together, such as a house or land. The defendant and I do not have any joint debts that need to be divided by the court. The defendant and I no longer get along nor live together. We argue and cannot get along. The marriage is broken down and cannot be fixed. it is not in our best interest to keep trying to fix it. But she did file the form on the one, and let me make this a little bigger. So y'all can see that she did file it, that no minor children. So when he went to the court, the lady told him that she had filed the form that said no minor children, and they had a minor child at the time, but they still have a minor child together. Right, Brittany, they just lying. Yeah, PPE try to like do like a contested non-contested divorce or whatever, but he had to contest it because she put the shit that they didn't have any small kids. She signed it and everything. And she swore that all the information I provided above is complete and accurate. I understand that if I lie on this form, I can be fined and sent to jail. And when Marquez did his response to the complaint, he requested that she go to jail for perjury. So yeah, he wasn't lying about that. All right. So let's move on to our next little topic, and then we're going to get the fuck up out of here, because yesterday we had quite the bombshell with these court documents. And let's go back to where we left off, because we were on the document where OWN had demolished. And when I say demolished, Sarita McNeil, aka Rick James bitch Esquire, aka fucking Anonymous, they finished her ass yesterday. They basically put out that, because everybody has been putting in the venue, that improper venue. So everybody has, like, she doesn't have jurisdiction in this venue, but it mostly everybody else's was based upon her filing this in the Missouri court. When if you say that, like if you saying that I did a foul to you and you're about to sue me for it, you do it in the court in my district, because that's where the crime occurred, or that's where the foul occurred, in my district, not in yours. Just because you heard it in your district don't mean that that's where it happened at. So if all of these people that's on this case, she was supposed to file with them through their own districts in their own cities and states. Okay? But since she's a knucklehead and incompetent, she filed it in the Eastern District of Missouri, and she don't even live in the fucking Eastern District of Missouri. She live in the Western District in Boone County. And so that Boone County is in Western District. So these attorneys for OWN had to bust this bitch out and let her know, bitch, you are not smarter than the average bear. You might look like Yogi the Bear, but you're not smart. Batch. Okay? So they was reading her ass for filth. They also mentioned that how she tried to be smart and come up with all the little case studies and put them attaching to her shit. They broke down all of her motherfucking case studies like this doesn't even pertain to what the fuck the situation that she talking about. This case study don't have nothing to do with this. She's supposed to be pro se litigant, but she's an attorney. So you can be like Maurice did the thing, but to be the pro se attorney. And she did that in Alabama too, as a pro se attorney, because that's still different, because courts give leniency to a pro se litigant like myself, Marcella, PBE, and shit like that, because we are representing ourselves and we don't have a law degree. Okay, so now I'm thinking she didn't con somebody to get her a law degree or some shit like that. Something is going on, because Missouri, you got some damn answers. You mean we got questions and we need answers. How this motherfucker suffice through a damn bar exam? She can tell everybody else that they breaking the fucking law, that she don't know what it is. But it's fine for her to break said law. It's fine for her to break said law. So she might be having another set of laws in her motherfucking brain. Okay? So they brought up some of the stuff from that, like she can't get leniency for being pro se because she's a fucking attorney, and the case study that she's referencing was a fucking prisoner, which I hope she is soon. Is a prisoner that did his own case from jail. Okay. Yes, the attorneys was clowning, but I'm telling you, that's how they was doing in Alabama too. After they was trying to play nice and shit, but when they did that third amendment complaint, they was like, "Bitch, it's go time." They started their fucking complaint off. They response to the complaint. Same third bite at the apple, same fucking apple. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Because that shit was funny as shit. Let me go back to that one. Gotta see what damn page it is. Y'all see, they got so many damn pages. Amended complaint. Here we go, January the 10th. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Owns motion to dismiss Helen Griffin's third amended cross-claim. See here? Third-party defendants, Oprah Winfrey Network, LLC's motion to dismiss Helen Griffin's third amended cross-claim. This marks cross-claim plaintiff Helen Griffin third bite at the apple. While her claims are characterized differently in this 103-page amended cross-claim, it is the same damn apple. The factual basis has not changed. All causes of action she asserts stem from Scott filing of a defamation lawsuit against Griffin and using the subpoena power of this court to issue subpoenas to gather information about Griffin. And again, because we did have a subscriber that said in the chat the other day, or last week or the week before last, one of the days, last time I was live, and they were saying, like, don't try to rewrite history because Maurice did pull their information illegally. And I had to show her, no, he obtained subpoenas. He did obtain subpoenas, but this is what they had everybody believing. They had people believing that Maurice, they saved all the content creators from Maurice suing them and all this shit. He can't sue us, but he ain't gonna get shit if he ain't got no proof of us defaming his fucking character. He showed proof of y'all defaming his fucking character. Because you got a criminal history of a person that's not even fucking him, but y'all saying it's him. And talking about that he got their information illegally. And if, again, like On was saying in here, like they're making all of these accusations and yet they are not even adding no motherfucking police reports for these crimes. So these are crimes that they're saying that people are making. No police reports, none of that shit. No bar complaints to Maurice because he's an attorney. So if he obtained y'all information illegally, and he's supposed to have to obtain all of their information illegally, so why wouldn't all of them be on the cross claim line? And again, the shit is documented with the fucking court that he retrieved the subpoenas from the court. He did the early discovery motion, like Marcella did, and PBE did. He did the early discovery motions. They were granted to YouTube, Instagram, and all of that shit. PayPal to see what their real names were that was on those accounts that they had attached to their YouTube channels for, you know, contributions and things like that from people, scams and whatnot. Okay. And this is what you see what he said, using the subpoena power of this court to issue subpoenas to gather information about Griffin. All of that, they're mad about that. And I'm wondering if this is the one where they said that it was a Erda plot. Let me see if this is the one that the Erda plot was in. Let me see. Oh, this is it. It's in theirs. Let me see. This is right here. No facts in the cross-claim support this conclusion. The legal complaint brought by plaintiff Maurice Scott was drafted and filed by him alone and in an individual capacity in furtherance of his individual legal rights. See complaint document 2 and First Amendment complaint. This litigation has never appeared on a program aired by OWN. Never. Griffin has not and cannot direct this court to a single episode to establish otherwise. Griffin hints to this reality by her continued speculative conclusions that this litigation was OWN's attempt to prepare a new storyline. She believes this will be a deadly and morbid storyline where one cast member pressures, lures Griffin into the public from her safe space, and the other cast members shoots her. Again, this is an Erda plot that you're accusing them of. Where did you come to that fucking conclusion from? For a storyline? Child. Let's get back to this Missouri shit. Okay. Okay, so we was on this one. Number 4, McNeil admits. Okay, we read this one where they ate her ass up. And then she tried to amend. She wanted to a permission to amend the counts 2 and 3. Like, if you don't get the fuck out of here. Count 4 should be dismissed because McNeil fails to demonstrate OWN or Warner Brother engaged in any actionable conduct. McNeil claims she alleged that OWN and Warner Brother, through their public broadcast platforms and authorized agents, disseminated her name, photogram, and medical adjacent information across social media. I cannot. They never even talked about this motherfucking case. Mind y'all, this is a whole nother case that she talking about. Hey, who said that? Y'all see this? Hey, Gabby. Y'all see this? This is a whole nother case, but they're saying the same shit that they try to use this shit for a storyline, and they never have. Like I said, why y'all didn't use the shit? At least the shit with Stormy was close enough to what happened with you that people could deduce that they use your likeness on that. But since the shit that they were saying, which I feel was strategic, and watch, they're gonna try to use this shit in court, that they were saying that the person came to her warehouse. They intentionally said the person came to the warehouse and opened the door and was walking in the warehouse. When we all seen on video camera that Black Titanic didn't do that. So they can't even use that because they weren't talking about you. Because you didn't go in there. You didn't go in there. You didn't touch the door. You didn't go in there. They came outside to you. So that's easily, they can be like, that we wasn't talking about her. She didn't do it. It's on camera. It's recorded all over YouTube. So that's all she would have to say is that never happened. They can be like, we wasn't even talking about you. So she don't even have that to fall back on. But that would have been her best wishes to say that they used her likeness. Supports claims, and McNeil claims support her cause of action for public disclosure of private facts. First, McNeil makes no allegation as to any action specifically taken by OWN or Warner Brothers, which would render either entity liable for the public disclosure of private facts. Second, McNeil has failed to plead that OWN or Warner Brothers is liable via any agency principle. Third, McNeil makes no efforts to explain how Childs, because she put another reference in there, a case cited in defendants in their opening briefs, supports the viability of her cause of action. In Childs, the appellate court affirmed that the trial courts grant a judgment notwithstanding the verdict in the defendant's favor on the plaintiff's invasion of privacy claim. They get a case number again. The trial court granted JNOV for defendant because the plaintiff failed to prove two elements: publication of private facts and absence of waiver of her invasion of privacy cause of action. It is unclear how McNeil believes Childs support her claim of public disclosure of private facts, particularly where she has failed to allege how any information allegedly disclosed, i.e. her personal identification and HIPAA protected information, would result in shame or humiliation to a person of ordinary sensibility. Accordingly, count 4 should be dismissed. Count 4 should be dismissed because Neil fails to demonstrate OWN or Warner Brothers engaged in any actionable conduct. Again, McNeil asserts her claim of false light should survive dismissal because this court has held that publicity falsely associating someone with mental instability or professional fraud is significant to the state and an invasion of privacy. False light claim. For the support, they put in the document 288. But McNeil claims for false light remains subject to dismissal for several reasons. First, out of the several, hey, sir, will go off, and hey, be good. Hey, Terry, hey, Riley. First, McNeil makes no attempt to challenge the argument in defendant's opening brief that a false light claim is properly dismissed if recovery should be in defamation. Second, McNeil fails to identify any actionable statements attributable to OWN or Warner Brothers. And they got a little case down here, number 6. Third, McNeil's citation to, here we go, they breaking all her motherfucking citations, they breaking them down. What is this? Meyer Court is unveiling. unavailing. At issue in Meyer Court was rather the plaintiff stated a false light claim of action where he alleged the defendant had publicly and falsely attributed a website to plaintiff. Emphasis added. Here, McNeil repeatedly admits she is the content creator known as Anonymous. As such, they put all the documents and pages that she said that shit in. As such, McNeil does not allege she was put in false light when she was identified as anonymous, but was put in true light. Meyer Court, therefore, does not help McNeil, and the dismissal of count number 5 is proper. Goodbye, bitch. They basically said everything they said you did, bitch. So that ain't false light. And McNeil admits count 6, stalking, 7, cyber harassment, 8, conspiracy, and 9, filing false bar complaints and obtaining audio recordings should be dismissed. McNeil's claims in counts 6, 7, 8, and 9 all fail to state a claim upon which relief can be granted because each of these claims are based upon state and or federal criminal statutes which do not afford McNeil with a private right of action. Again, accusing people of fucking crimes, sir, will go off. You in that profile picture is crazy as fuck. You and this motherfucker accusing people of crimes, yet you trying to sue them for money. Why you not trying to get them locked up for the crimes that they committed against you, since you say they committed these crimes? Because you know it was no crimes committed. And also she knows that it's easier to prove stuff in a civil case. Is you don't have a bigger burden in a civil case than you do in a criminal case. So but by her being an attorney, she should know what she needs for a criminal case any motherfucking way, and she know it does not suffice. She know she should, because she don't know clearly even at minimum shit that she need for a civil case, and she know that that's not even fucking true, and she knows she don't have enough for this. Or federal criminal statutes which do not afford McNeil with a private right of action. McNeil admits that she cannot privately enforce, but claims she references these statutes as evidence of patterns of coordinated cyber harassment actionable under 42 USC, Missouri common law, and the tort of civil conspiracy. This is an old statement, as McNeil notably has not alleged any claims of conspiracy in this case. Nevertheless, because McNeil's response not only fails to oppose the dismissal of counts 6, 7, 8, and 9, and instead agrees dismissal is proper. Wait a minute. Now, I didn't read no more of her bullshit, okay? It raises my blood pressure. It gets me too much worked up because I'm sick of this bitch and her foolishness, okay? It's too ignorant for me to even entertain, okay? And I just have a little associate's degree, okay? Not no bar license or degree, okay? But, so she agrees that dismissal is proper for all these counts, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 6, 7, 8, and 9 counts are the stalking, cyber harassment, conspiracy, filing false bar complaints, and obtaining audio. And this is their reference. Again, McNeil's claim that OWN and Warner Brothers are liable for the statements of its agents, cast members, and or social media partners fail because she has failed to properly plead any such agency connection between OWN, Warner Brother, and any other defendants. Again, all she is doing is lip motherfucking service. Conclusory accusations without any motherfucking facts, no motherfucking merits, nothing to back it up, no proof of shit. Like how she just submitted the shit. They showed this how she submitted those. How I showed you guys how she submitted the transcripts from Marcella's live that was saying that it was a family on YouTube. She gonna say that Marcella admitted that it was a family known as a gang on YouTube, known as the family, and all this shit on YouTube, and then submits the transcripts for Marcella's damn live that she said it's a family on YouTube, and Black Titanic know exactly is related to him. Now, what part of that did she say anything about a fucking gang or anything? She said it was a family, not a gang called the family. She said it was a family on YouTube and Black Titanic was a relative of them. Again, throwing all of them under the fucking bus, because when OWN from Alabama attorneys and OWN from Missouri attorneys get a motherfucking hold of that judicial notice about her with the form shopping and looking at these fucking documents and looking at these motherfucking claims that's the same as the one she got on the fucking Alabama case, she or her ass already grass. Now it's gonna come with her co-conspirators, Black Titanic, her daughter, probably here for the hot tea. All them anonymous, all them already in it. But again, she ain't going down by her motherfucking self. She's not going down by her motherfucking self. Here for hot tea husband. All of them is in this shit together. So they about to go through this motherfucking case with a fine-tooth comb. Now, a couple with anonymous doing that blatantly disrespectful shit by telling the judge to recuse themselves because they're biased now because they said somebody was in the court taking pictures or recording her in court, recording them in court. Like, bitch, y'all in the motherfucking open court, a public motherfucking courtroom. It ain't shit intimate that y'all doing in there. And if anything happens that's private in there, they will approach the bitch or go into the judge's chambers. Anything else, you picking in your ass while you in the courtroom, open courtroom, all of that shit is open for anybody, for the public to see. Yes, a family damn affair. I don't know when the divorce coming. I thought it was gonna be over last month for Marquez and Shaboing Boing. Did they put the wrong Roman numeral for 10? I think they did. Counts 10. Maybe it's supposed to be 10, 11, and 12 because this is not one. Should be dismissed because McNeil fails to plead her alleged defamatory statements with specificity or identify actual damages. In their opening brief, OWN and Warner Brothers argued that McNeil's defamation-based claims failed for two reasons. First, McNeil failed to plead the allegedly defamatory statements with the required degree of specificity, as she makes no allegations that any of the allegedly defamatory statements were made by OWN or Warner Brothers, and or more generally, she fails to identify which defendant made which statement. or identify when or where any of the purported statements were made. Second, McNeil fails to plead that she suffered actual damages, but you suing for $120 million. But just filed bankruptcy earlier that year, which means you wasn't making no money any motherfucking way. And again, y'all raise the attention that she filed for that fucking bankruptcy, and she only had 2 creditors on there, and it's like $12,000 total. Like, again, who the fuck filed bankruptcy for only $12,000 in debt? But you want somebody to give you 120 million? You suing people that work at gas stations for 120 million? McNeil does not refute either point in her response, and as such, her claims remain subject to dismissal. And that's what I forgot who also put this in their thing too. Like, she don't even dispute any of your claims. She just talk around them. She don't acknowledge anything that you say, like, well, you didn't do this, you didn't say this. She don't anything that makes sense, she don't entertain. She just put a whole, like, an 18 million page another motion in, and that don't mean shit. With respect to the first point, McNeil claims the complaint alleges OWN and Warner Brothers agents, cast members, and or social media partners did the following: called her a fake lawyer, misrepresented her mental health, accused her of fraud and disbarment. As argued in the opening brief, these statements fail to satisfy the pleadings requirements for the defamation claim, as they are not significantly specific. Further, McNeil does not allege any of those statements were made by OWN or Warner Brothers, nor can any such statement be attributed to OWN or Warner Brothers via agency liability, because McNeil has pled no facts, and they put that in bold, that would establish such liability. As the second point, McNeil is unable to identify any allegations in the complaint which provides a concrete example of how her reputation has been damaged. Your reputation was damaged when you committed those crimes to get your bar license, get your ass suspended, bitch. Or identify a single person who held her lower regard, or respected her less, or thought of her reputation as being lowered due to the allegedly defamatory statements. And they making sure they say allegedly defamatory because they're facts. They're true light, not false light. What was released on her was fucking facts. And that's the main fucking component of defamation, is that it can't be true. So even if somebody did release your fucking suspension and all that shit, it's true. It happened. And embarrassment don't mean fucking defamation. Oh, raggedy batch. For both of these reasons, the complaint does not state a claim for defamation under Missouri law, and counts, I'm assuming 9, 10, and 11 should be dismissed. Counts 12, we almost done. Counts 12 and 13 should be dismissed because McNeil fails to allege OWN engaged in any accountable conduct. In there, and the IIED and the NIED is the negligent intentional emotion, cause of emotional distress, and then the other one is like intentional infliction of emotional distress. Okay. In their opening brief, OWN and Warner Brothers argued McNeil's claim for IIED should be dismissed because she fails to allege OWN or Warner Brothers engaged in any extreme or outrageous conduct. like they're doing, like how they are doing. Even with her in these court documents, I don't know how many times I told her on the court document for the record that I don't work at the gas station, but she consistently, and her goonies, her flunkies, continuously try to shame me for working at the gas station. And I have proof of it because I have screenshots of their live chats and things like that with people talking about me working at the gas station. That's defamation. It's not true. And by you trying to shame me, because there's nothing wrong with anybody that works at the gas station, you trying to shame me for working at the gas station. That's my reputation. Period. That as such conduct by own or Runner brothers caused her severe emotional distress that resulted in bodily harm, or that own or Warner brothers acted with the sole intent of causing emotional distress, all of which are required to state a cause of action for intentional infliction of emotional distress. Okay? Per them damn mental illnesses, you are already emotionally distressed. You have been inflicting this on everybody else. Okay? And I did add this to my counter claim. Okay? Similarly, Own and Warner Brothers argued McNeil's claim for NIED, which is negligent infliction of emotional distress, should be dismissed because she failed to allege Own or Warner Brothers engaged in conduct involved in unreasonable risk, that McNeil was never presented at the scene of any injury producing sudden event, or placed in a reasonable fear of physical injury to her or his own person. Now, I have this in my counterclaim because of, and this makes it valid because this bitch had a private investigator coming to my house saying they coming to serve me court papers, but he's invading my privacy and scaring me because he's taking pictures of my license plate, pictures of my home. So I don't know what he need those for. And she's diagnosed with 3 mental illnesses. She's unpredictable. And from her previous behavior, with her threatening and harassing and all that stuff to her clients, her prior clients, I don't know what she'll do. And she said that she made those things, she did those acts because her mental illness caused her to see harm or threats that were not present. So she's also accusing me of making terroristic threats. So at this point, like I said, that is scary. I am scared. I am in fear of my physical safety because she has put my information on the internet, on these court documents, and she know that I'm a YouTube blogger. So, and I show my face. So I'm a sit and duck again. And people know where I stay at. They know what I look like, but I don't know who they are. I might not know what they look like because she could send anybody. Again, the other guy that was there looking through my window, putting the envelope in his damn coat. McNeil makes no effort to respond to the arguments set forth above. Instead, she claims she has stated claims for IIED and NIED because the complaint alleges facts supporting the following. 1, broadcast of private details. Again, once you committed those crimes or the unethical behavior and you were disciplined for it, it wasn't private anymore. 2, attempts to dox. Who attempts to dox somebody? Either you dox a motherfucker or you can't, or you don't. Attempts to dox or discredit her. You doxed your own motherfucking self on the Silver's Live. And also, you discredited your own self by what the fuck you did in them court documents as a motherfucking lawyer. 3, online threats and misuse of legal process. She didn't present any claims that anybody threatened her online. We receiving emails, all that. Terrence got an email. Chef Don, I received the email. I don't know who else received that email, but the motherfuckers are loco, okay? And misuse of legal process. But again, like she's doing. Because people is reporting her motherfucking unethical behavior, she's mad and saying they're misusing the legal process. If they were misusing the legal process, the OCDC would have said that and warn that person or whoever making the complaints, they need further information, or this is the nothing that's investigatable. This is nothing, you know, that they can entertain or move forward with, okay? She also claims these are not merely hurt feelings. I know they, child. The foregoing statements do not change the fact that McNeil has not pled on or Runner Brothers engaged in a single act that will state a claim for IIED or NEID. Once again, the acts of the other defendants cannot be attributed to OWN or Warner Brothers. We ain't do the shit either, motherfucker. Because McNeil has pled no facts establishing agency or respondent superior liability. She don't have any facts to even associate or connect the dots with any of us. Everybody on this internet know that the only time that now that people have come together and, you know, we're being cordial and stuff like that is now. Before, we wasn't on Marcella wasn't on us. Like, we ain't had no bad blood or nothing like that, but we didn't communicate, you know, online like we are now. Prosperity, Chef Don, none of this. Anthony, Benny, like, nobody associated with each other like that, except like Marcella and Benny. But especially since this case been going on, no, they weren't even associating in. Even let's go back from the beginning. It was only, I think, Terrence, Chef Don, Prosperity, T-Talk. They were the only ones that fuck with each other. And all the other people that was on here didn't fuck with each other on no basis, on no cordial shit. Like, we stayed in our zone and they stayed in their zone. To the extent the response asserts an informal request for leave to amend the already amended complaint, it should be denied. And they should see this also as a trigger, because they didn't amend the complaint 4 fucking times in Alabama, and then now they're trying to amend this one again. They on her second one on this one. As an initial matter, it is well within its discretion to deny informal requests for leave to amend stated in opposition to a motion to dismiss. A district court do not abuse its discretion in denying leave to amend where a plaintiff has not followed applicable procedural rules. Okay? However, to the extent the court is inclined to consider McNeil's request to amend, it should be denied for the reasons set forth below. Under Rule 15, and they put a sub for that too. I'll read them in a minute. Denial of a motion for leave to amend may be proper if filing the amendment would be futile in the face of the motion to dismiss. As set forth in Section 2B, McNeil's case is not properly venued in this district. She has twice tried to establish that venue is proper in the Eastern District of Missouri, but has failed both times. Accordingly, amendment would be futile and would not survive another motion to dismiss for improper venue. So they have the 7. McNeil cites Gibson versus Bureau, and they give a case from 1997 in Missouri, which once again is a case cited by a defendant in their opening brief for the proposition that IIED and NEID claims for repeated and deliberate campaigns of abuse are actionable against principals for the action of their agents and or employees. But Gibson does not support McNeil's position. Rather, in Gibson, the Missouri Supreme Court held because intentional sexual misconduct and intentional infliction of emotional distress are not within the scope of employment of a priest, the diocesan defendant was not liable under any agency theory. So here we are again, her trying to associate another citation of a case that has nothing to fucking do with what the fuck she's trying to prove. She's trying to prove that we're all agents and stuff like that of OWN and Discovery, Warner Brothers, but yet the case that she cites determined that the diocese, the priest was not reliable for whatever the diocese was not reliable for what the priest did. 8, Rule 15B provides a party may amend its pleading only with the opposing party written consent or the court's leave. OWN and Warner Brother not consent to McNeil's amending her pleading and urges the court not to grant McNeil such leave for the reasons stated in section 2D, as in dog. Moreover, most of McNeil's claims fail as a matter of law for the various reasons set forth above and in document 281. There are no further facts that can be alleged regarding this remainder of McNeil's reading deficiencies. Pleading deficiencies. This is evidenced by the fact McNeil has had ample opportunity to bring variable claims against the variable defendants, but has wrongfully failed to do so. Her cause has been on file since December 2023. Hey, Miss Mary. She has filed 2 complaints, the second over 100 pages long, all 14 causes of action, and named over 20 defendants. And still, let me make this bigger. Where was I at? Over 20 defendants, and still, and that's in bold, she has failed to come up with little more than unsupported conclusions against OWN and Warner Brothers. Rule 8 does not unlock the door of discovery for plaintiff armed with nothing more than conclusions. In other words, this is bullshit. Okay? Thus, although leave to amend is liberal standards, and a court can still deny a motion for leave when there are compelling reasons such as undue delay, bad faith, check, or dilatory motive, check, repeated failure to cure deficiencies by amendments previously allowed undue prejudice to the non-moving party, check, and futility of the amendment, check. Such is the case here, check. Allowing McNeil to amend would be futile and only result in another round of motions to dismiss by OWN and Warner Brothers, and likely several, if not all, of the other defendants which would be a waste of the parties and the court's resources. For these reasons, McNeil's informal request for leave to amend should be denied. And in conclusion, for the reasons set forth, wait a minute. Cookie says she gonna definitely request a motion to dismiss. Cookie, you on the case? Child, I didn't know she added Cookie. You got the papers today. You were served? Child. Cookie was served. Child. And in conclusion, for the reasons set forth above, as well as in her opening brief, document 281, defendants Oprah Winfrey Network LLC and Warner Brother Discovery Inc. respectfully request this court dismiss McNeil's amended complaint with prejudice, and please get the fuck out of our face. Damn, B9, it's like that. B9 set that motherfucker on fire. Okay? And here's the email for anybody that has any additional information for any other own and discovery people. Here's the information here. Here's their email addresses and everything. If you want to reach out to them with any concerns or fraud and all that stuff. Anything you want to do. Okay? All right, so it was some stuff that did hit the docket today. So let me just breeze through there really quick, and then we're going to get up out this mo, okay? Because this person has a lot, anonymous, Sarita McNeil, foreign shopping, all that. It's no coincidence that the language and verbiage and the multiple amendments and all the stupid rubbish, baloney, that's been put in both of these court documents, these elaborate schemes and all this shit that Ty set up to come to us with the bullshit. All of this shit is in these court documents that is very similar. And since OWN was dismissed off of the Alabama case, and she knew that shit was about to happen. Here she come adding them and all this stuff over here on this case that has nothing to do with nothing. So now OWN is paying people to harass you and Black Titanic in the same motherfucking manner. AT&T, all this shit. The police department, everybody is out to get you. Bitch, where is your straitjacket? Where is your helmet? Supplement to judicial notice regarding plaintiff's bankruptcy misrepresentation. So we read yesterday that Marcella did submit a judicial notice about the discrepancies that she's lied and said that she, amended her bankruptcy or something like that. So this is a supplement to that, which was like an addition to it. Come now, Marcella, and respectfully submits this supplement to her prior judicial notice, document 295, to incorporate a newly verified citation from the public record, establishing that plaintiff Sarita McNeil falsely described Ms. Booth and Vera Calvin as creditors in her own exhibits. 1. In document 289-1, page 4, paragraph 6, plaintiff stated the plaintiff filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy in January 2023, which was discharged in April 2023. And therefore, any claims by Booth and Calvin as creditors are barred by the discharge. How so, bitch? How? When you didn't even have a claim against them until later that year. This is a false and misleading representation. Neither Ms. Booth nor Ms. Calvin were listed as creditors in plaintiff's original bankruptcy schedules, nor were they included in any amendments. The bankruptcy was discharged on April 12, 2023, months before any alleged litigation or contact between the parties. And she claimed, again, ironically, suspiciously, that all of this shit started happening to her a few months after her bankruptcy was discharged. Discharged in April. Now all these people is just pinning her out to come after her in July of the same year. Why? What do your walrus looking ass have that people want to just fuck with you? They couldn't stand you already. But I digress. Plaintiff has demonstrated a pattern of weaponizing bankruptcy protections against parties who were never notified, listed, or legally bound to her Chapter 7 filing. The inclusion of Booth and Calvin's names as creditors appear to be a strategic misrepresentation to shield herself from post-discharge liability. This tactic is part of a broader effort to mislead the court and chill legitimate responses to her filings. Got her. As noted in defendant's original judicial notice, plaintiff is on record informing Scott Chase, aka T Talk with Your Girl, Vera Calvin, and Trina Thomas of her intention to sue YouTube and corporate entities. Now, PBE started her channel, August 2023? So why were you talking about suing YouTube and all that stuff to people around that time? Or even before that time? Y'all, they was cool before then. Where is your scooter? So before the end of June, you claim all this stuff started happening to you, and we start doxing and all this. Everybody wants the anonymous. Everybody start focusing on you in July. So why were you talking about suing YouTube and all this shit in June of 2023? Why were you talking about suing them before you claim any files was done to you? As noted in, okay, I got that part. And T Talk with Your Girl did put in her response last year, I think it was April or March of last year. She put in her response that Anonymous said that she was suing YouTube, that she had planned on suing YouTube. So I am confusion. This demonstrates that the plaintiff's bankruptcy was part of a premeditated effort to limit her exposure to litigation consequences while launching retaliatory lawsuits. The attempt to classify Booth and Calvin as pre-petition creditors is unsupported by her own bankruptcy filings and contradicts the timeline of events. And that's on P. Okay. And that's just the rest of the stuff here saying that she's on notice, that she's sent the information, the certificate of services to who she's sending it to. So yeah, this is some bullshit. This here is some bullshit. Yes, Nessa, scam from the begin. Scanning. Yep. Don't know who. Y'all see how far this shit go back. I wonder if that's why Maurice randomly added her to his lawsuit. That's the thing, because again, Brownie. Hey, Brownie. Again, we were confusion. Like, because I'm quite sure other subs was up there talking shit about Maurice. And I just don't remember Anonymous being on Black Titanic's page like that before. I just don't remember that. Especially since Black Titanic talks like a slave. Can't spell. And even with Aunt Ann. And with Anonymous being an elitist, I can't see her associating herself with them like that. She thinks she's better than everybody. So I just can't see her associating with them like that. Unless this was all a scheme that Todd came up with to come to us with the bullshit. Y'all know I think they all in this shit together. Y'all gotta prove me otherwise. But when I did read through the transcripts of his complaint, she was defaming his motherfucking character. But like I said, I'm quite sure she wasn't the only subby that was on there. Like it like out of all subbies, you gonna pick Anonymous? But I digress. What y'all got to say about this? Put it in the comment section below. I might see y'all later on tonight, because I got to do those Love After Lockup. And y'all know what I had started watching, but I didn't finish it, but it looked like it's pretty good. What is that? Houston? What is that show called? Let me see. It's the Houston show. It's on, but it's not by Carlos. What is it called? Hustle of Houston? What is it called? Let me look on my follow. Oh, Sister's about to come on tonight. I might can't, y'all. Heart and Hustle of Houston. Heart and Hustle Houston. Did anybody get a chance to catch that? It looked like it's about to be pretty damn good. I know this ain't one of Carlos's productions, so it might be pretty good with nice little balance of drama and shit like that. So I'm gonna watch this episode and get into it and see what we can get into it with this little show. We might can get on Patreon, watch it or whatever. I can put it on Patreon because this looks like this shit might have to be good. Okay. I gotta get on Patreon and put Divorced Sisters over there. Let me start that now. Where my crowdcast at? Put one hand up. Can you repeat that? I'm trying to take my man. See, I don't need that. But don't play yourself. Where is my crowdcast? I got so many damn tabs. Okay, y'all. That's all I got for y'all. I will I'm about to go on to Crowdcast and start Divorced Sisters, because I don't think I put 8 up there. And I'll put that on there, put it on to play while I get ready to start watching Sisters and take my shower. Okay. So I'm about to do the notification now. So if y'all want to, get on over there to Divorced Sisters on Patreon so y'all can watch that. And then we might have to set something up to do Hustle. What was it? Hard and Hustle Houston. Okay. Triple H. That's what we'll call it. Triple H. All right. So get y'all together and get on over there to Crowdcast. Okay. All right. I love y'all. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats, cash apps, all of the above. And I will see y'all tomorrow. We'll definitely be back on here tomorrow for some other shit because Sister's coming on tonight. So we got to see what's going to happen. Look like Karen coming home. Okay. So we got to see what's going on with that. Is Sisters on already? Wait, y'all want to watch Sisters on, what's it called? What time is Sisters on? Okay, Sisters come on at 9. Y'all want to watch Sisters on Crowdcast? We'll do Sisters on Crowdcast at 9 o'clock. Okay, I'm about to set it up right now. Let me set that up. I'll set the Sisters up on Crowdcast, and then after we do Sisters, watch Sisters, then I'll play Divorced Sisters on there, so y'all can, the ones that didn't see episode 8 can see it on there. All right. Oh, you see the little cornrows? Yo, I got this from the girl on the Houston thing. So I'm like, let me put on my full lace wig and do me some little cornrows, because I'm like, I don't feel like putting no damn curlers on to no hair or nothing. I've been looking like a bald pigeon today. Okay. I wasn't on camera for not one meeting. Okay. Period. Nothing. Okay. Okay. Y'all coming over to watch Sisters. Okay. See y'all at 9 o'clock. All right. Love y'all. Thank y'all. And I'll see y'all over on Crowdcast. I'm setting it up right now. All right. Bye.